Hello, today I'm going to show you my seamless wallpaper texture that I've been creating for my modular building kit in Godot and Blender. Here's an example room of the first wallpaper that I created yesterday, little Art Deco wallpaper. I'll go into Godot and show you how this all works. So you can see some pieces of my modular building kit here with the wallpaper applied. I'm working on a 1 meter grid, so here's a 1 meter section, and I've got a 2 meter section, and I've got some windows, and an inside corner piece, and an outside corner piece. And it's the outside corner that created the biggest challenge and made me have to change the thickness of the wall to get this to work properly, and I'll show you why soon. I've got my inside and outside wall section separate. So I'm showing you the inside wall sections, which have got the wallpaper, and the outside wall sections are separate pieces, and I'm doing that so I can mix and match inside and outside walls. So you can see over there I've got brick walls, and this is a very simple rendered wall. The back UVs are not important because they'll never be seen. So all of these inside walls share a material and a texture, and I'm going to switch the material to demonstrate a little bit better of how this works. So this is the material they're using, so I'm going to change the texture to use this really ugly wallpaper. So you can see I've created this just for my own debugging. This is what it looks like in Critter. It's some colors, and I've got some text so I could make sure that the texturals are all facing in the correct orientation as well. And you'll notice that my 1 meter section has actually got two two copies of the texture per 1 meter. So I'm actually got a 50 centimeter wide wallpaper, which is actually close to how wallpaper rolls are sold. Um, and the reason I've done this is to make it possible to use the outside corners and have them actually be seamless. You can see that they go around the corner correctly. So if I go into Blender, um, that's the corner piece. You can see that I've got the texture set up here as well. And if we look at the view UVs and change the scale, that's how you can control how your wallpaper is repeating. And as I said, I've got it repeating every 50 centimeters rather than every meter. And the reason I've done that is to allow for my outside corner piece, which was the most problematic one. So we can see here I've got two different bits of wall. I'll actually isolate just the wall, get rid of the skirting and the corners. And you can see that I've got the UVs aligned to one edge for this particular face of the wall, and if I switch to the other face, you can see that the UVs are aligned differently. So if I grab these and move them, you can see how I'm adjusting how the wallpaper appears. And with this current setup, with the two different faces oriented differently, you can see that I get 2.5 copies of the wallpaper along each face, and they meet perfectly in the middle, which is what I was aiming for. So yeah, that's how I've achieved a seamless wallpaper in Godot using my modular building kit and Blender. It was a bit tricky to get all those UVs correct. There are probably other ways. There are other ways of doing this. I've seen developers actually cut up the geometry and and map each square to have its own UVs, and that's the way that they copy it. I feel like the way I'm doing it is a little bit easier. The main thing is to get the sizing correct. So yeah, I had to go on with a plan of that 50 centimeter repetition and work with that. Another thing that I've done during the week is implement doors with multiple keys. So this door here requires 2 keys to unlock. I can't lock it at the moment. And I've got these little pickups that I can find. And once I insert both of the pickups, the door will unlock. So that's another little feature that I worked on recently as well. And this is that room that I was showing you earlier. Anyway, I hope that was slightly interesting. Please subscribe for further updates, and I'll show you other things that I come up with as I go. If you've got some ideas on an easier way of doing seamless wallpapers using a modular building kit, please leave a comment. I'd be happy to hear about it.